So if you don't know me, you're probably going, who is this dude anyway? And so my name's Nicholas de Castella. I've been a breathwork practitioner for just on 30 years, and I've created a dream life from breathwork. I love to run. I've run all my life pretty much, had a bit of a rest in the middle of my life. I'm picking it up again now and running faster now than I have in the last 20 years. Susie and I, my wife, have a passion for breathwork and personal growth. And we've been running transformational workshops, which I'll show you since, or probably close to 30 years. So we live it, breathe it, talk it, walk it, and we just feel so blessed to be surrounded by a heart-centered community that love and support us and share a passion for growth. We have two fabulous sons, Charlie and Alex, that are 19 and 18, and they've just turned into just amazing young men in their own right. They're their own person. And I am quite happy with how the experiment is going so far. Alex just finished his last year 12 exam last week and had a valedictory dinner, and he got a collegiate award and just outstanding in his school. So we're very proud. We live on 7 acres of rainforest on the outskirts of Melbourne, and we have a healing centre in the city. We have a retreat center here where people come and do workshops, and we live in paradise. We're surrounded by bush and mountains and fern trees and creeks and things, and it's just lush and green up here. Beautiful. I spend a lot of my time giving presentations on how to connect head to heart. This is me at the Australian Integrative Medical Association's national conference a few years ago. And so we're making a big difference in the world with breathwork. And that difference in the world, it needs to happen. I think probably everyone who's on this session realizes that humanity is in a transformational phase at the moment. It's not just all downhill. It's actually, I believe it's a birthing process where we're awakening to the fact that we're intimately connected to everything. We need to come back into relationship with ourselves, each other, and the planet. And breathwork is the ideal modality to facilitate reconnecting head to heart. And so it's not surprising that at the moment there's a real resurgence of breathwork in our society. I'm going to talk about as we go. My life hasn't always been a bed of roses, though. In '85, I was sitting in the front seat of this car, and my best friend was driving, and his wife was in the back, which was just kind of half fortunate for me because we picked her up after work, and she passed away in that accident, and that was a real shake-up. I was 25. I was at the Australian Institute of Sport in those days. And it just shook my world up. I ended up suffering from anxiety that led into chronic fatigue and started struggling in training at the Institute of Sport. I've been through a loss of my passion for architecture when I shifted to breathwork. And so I've had my challenges, and those challenges, particularly the anxiety and chronic fatigue, led me to go on a journey to find answers. I didn't find any in the traditional routes, but had my big awakening in 1988. Those who have been on these webinars before haven't seen this photo of me at the front there. So there's something new. But in '88, I attended my first workshop where I started to go inside, and I realized that actually success and happiness is an inner game thing. I'd been training hard, doing 2-3 sessions a day, running 200 kilometers a week, day in, day out, 365 days of the year, but didn't get to the level that I was aiming at. And then I realized in this workshop that I was the one that was making my own life difficult. And the better part was that I realized that I could actually make it a lot easier. So I learned to heal my body, and I started to run faster on less training. I ended up representing Australia in 4 world championships and ran 2 hours 15 for the marathon. I found my purpose on earth, which was through breath work. connecting and helping people to heal and grow and creating a heart-centered community. And as I shared before, I've created a dream life doing what I love. So even though my world turned upside down, it actually came out the right side up. So that's a brief snapshot into my past. As I mentioned, we're surrounded with a beautiful heart-centered community, and we've been doing it a long time. And thanks to the COVID lockdown, we're putting a lot of energy into our online breathwork training, and that is now going around the world.